Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The bootleg to buy a little space. A strike downfield. Wide open on the right. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. A chunk play for the offense.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Caught behind the line. It's Clark. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to take a shot right away. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. In a competitive to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the right.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They just keep firing. Takes a hit as he fires. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
So for the defense, yes, you gave up the completion, but you keep rushing the passer like that, and eventually you might be able to affect the quarterback a good amount throughout the game.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Harvey. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Looking for more room.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Barker. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Slithers into space. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The RPO, fire complete to the back. Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one. He's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Harvey. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Give to the running back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Down. Wide open downfield. Oh, there's an alley to the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Grab behind the line. It's Harvey. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Working the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He's got the back in the middle. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the 2nd level. What a weapon it is to have this guy.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. He's at the 10.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands, and you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Throwing right. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's King. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hawkins. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Took them a little while to settle into this game, but this offense has it going here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, a little bit of a feeling out process there early, but they seem to have found something. They're going back to the well, and they need to keep that up here on this drive, Dave.
Definitely, and they get the momentum going, and once you start getting the momentum going, it's crazy what I've seen in college football. It's so hard to stop it. It takes over, and sometimes it leads to enormous swings.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Clark. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Right on the money. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. This time it's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Try to march their way in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Harvey. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
On the ground, it's King. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Going for 6. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Texas. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Caught. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Turn it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism.
Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Takes the handoff. It's King. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man downfield to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
They'll try the run. Hard running there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And the Longhorns are on the move. To the ground. He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Gonna run it. It's King. Shakes off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He rifles one deep to the left. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
How about the kick 6? What a return. And think about it. You go for the long field goal, do a good job of keeping somebody deep for the return. And here's the hard thing. All those offensive linemen try to protect for field goal. Now they got to go try to make a tackle. Too much speed. What an amazing return. What a big play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field. The last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Inside the 15. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Longhorn! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the... Texas. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Finds his man. It's Harvey. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Motion from the wideout. Keep it on the ground. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Those pitches, those laterals, whatever you want to call them, the more times you do those in a game, the more likelihood you have of putting that pigskin on the ground. They put it on the ground there. Ball gets out. It happens. It's going to be a part of the game, but it's also the part of the game that the coaches, when they get you to the sidelines, they're going to tell you about it. And they're not going to tell you about it in good language.
He lets it fly. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Texas offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clark. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Hey, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go well.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Find some fresh air. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Turning it on. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.